people finding the right mate for their life? Raise your hand. Parents, seriously, I have my oldest child is 6. My greatest desire is that my kid will marry somebody of like faith, right, and who loves the Lord the same. And it's so hard sometimes because we're talking about like there's only a certain amount of young people in your church, right? So after a while, you've gone through the list of them all, and like you kind of finish. There's no more, and it's hard to find somebody of like faith. And so what we decided to do at High Street Baptist Church in our youth department, we decided to create a dating site. It's called BaptistMeet.com. Okay, and this is where you can go if you're an independent fundamental Baptist and we want your kids to marry that way. This is a place where you can go and find people of like faith and like belief. So Jason, if you get the lights, Brother Sid, make sure we turn it up good and loud so we can hear. And so this is, if you are wanting your young person to marry right and date right, make sure you hit this site up.
I was courting all these girls, and the one thing that just broke it all for me is my last girlfriend said she got saved at a Casting Crowns concert, and I looked at her straight in her face and said, "You're probably not saved." And that's when I went to BaptistMeet.com.
It seems like every time I was courting, I asked him who his heroes or inspirations were. And every time they would tell me Charles Stanley or Billy Graham or Kenny Baldwin. Oh, no. Like, Daddy would not approve. So, that's when I talked to God about it, and he answered my prayer and led me to BaptistMeet.com.
When I first clicked on Esther's profile and I saw her profile pic, I had to let a hearty amen. And, I really knew she was the right one when her hashtag said, "Modest is hottest."
When I first got the notification that, we had a match together, I looked at his profile, but at first I wasn't for sure. But then once I saw that he got promoted from bus worker to bus captain, I knew that God said that he was the one and that Daddy would approve.
Esther was pretty much perfect, but she met my 3C requirement. 3C requirement. She had cleaning, she had culottes, she had this awesome big orange pear that just was on point. And she could make some awesome casseroles. She could make breakfast casseroles, lunch casseroles, dinner casseroles, whatever casserole you wanted.
At first, when we, started to see each other, it was just a spiritual attraction. Now it's just like a physical attraction. When I saw his part on his hair, that is a Jesus man.
One thing I really respected about her was that her role model was Mrs. Duggar.
Oh, Miss Duggar.
And what was the other ones?
Oh, her daughters, Jill, Joanna, Jessa, even little Josie. She is such a Christian young lady. Do you remember the day we first met?
How can I forget? All right, listen to this. We were at this revival, day 1 out of 15 days. And I saw her, and I saw her big old Bible. And I just thought to myself, just like most guys would, I'm all about that book. I went to go pick her up for our first date, and when she opened the door, she had, what would you call it?
Oh, it's my dating sheet.
And I let a hallelujah out, and I was like, that's modesty at its finest.
So what's a dating sheet?
A dating sheet. Well, looking for you, I have it right here. First, I put on my 7 layers of clothing. And then, just to be sure, I put this on. So absolutely no temptation comes our way. We like to keep things modest. When he picked me up on our first date, we went to the annual Pizza Blast, ate some pizza.
Our pastor, my pastor actually, he goes on all of our dates with us. He's such a great chaperone.
Hey guys.
Hey there.
Brought a little book for your date. Hope everything's going well. Don't forget, whoremongers and adulterers, God's gonna burn in hell forever. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Praying for you guys. I'll be here.
Okay. Yes, sir.
I'm still here.
Okay.
Alright, I'm still here. Okay.
Alright.
So after the pizza blast, which we had a blast, we went over to her house and read a John R. Rice book. And she took notes. And yet again, I thought, what a great Christian I'm courting. And we both found out that we had the same favorite movie, Sheffy.
We watched that. Well, we watched it in separate rooms with our pastors and pastors' wives just to make sure that nothing went on.
Well, since that first date, it's been 4 wonderful years later. I'll tell you, she's a total dream. But my favorite date we went on was we picketed an Easter egg hunt, and the Easter Bunny was there.
Oh yes, we made those signs to tell all the kids that the Easter Bunny is not real.
And that he's a liberal Satanist. And you know what? The Holy Spirit must have been doing something right because there was a whole bunch of kids crying.
Yes,
you remember
that
that?
was the best time.
So, do I hear wedding bells in the future?
Oh, we don't believe in wedding bells.
Are you kidding? They're so unbiblical. But on a serious note, I do plan on getting married to the love of my life. She has made the decision to stay pure 5 years after marriage, and I'm okay with that.
I mean, we couldn't have been able to do it without BaptistMeet.com and the help of our pastor.
He's been there every step of the way, and I'm just so thankful for him.
Hey, get your clam diggers off of her, you filthy pervert! I seen you eyeballing her. You got the look of the devil in you. Whoremongers, God's gonna judge. Quit looking at her, you filthy sinner. I'll be right here praying for y'all.
He's so good. He's always there. I'm Esther Ruth Bathsheba.
And I'm Abraham Isaac Jacob.
And we found agape love at BaptistMeet.com.